Welcome to Market Rumblings here on the fourth period. That's Dennis Bernstein in Los Angeles. I'm Dave Pagnotta here in Toronto. And DB, we're now less than 4 weeks away to the NHL trade deadline, and it's no secret that the Detroit Red Wings are one of the sellers in this market. They've got a number of free agents they can move: Mark Stahl, Darren Helm, Luke Glendening, Jonathan Bernier. But before we get to that, there's one guy on this team that they're willing to take calls on specifically that I'd like to address, and that's Anthony Mantha. According to sources we've spoken with, the Wings are willing to listen on Anthony Mantha. He's got 3 more years left on his deal, DB. That could be a pretty significant move if one could be pulled off in the next few weeks here.
Yes, Dave. Last week we talked about Mantha as a possible fit in Los Angeles. They certainly have pieces that Detroit could add and probably be on their team next season. But in the short term, 2 contenders I look at that are possible for Anthony Mantha would be a team like Pittsburgh, who lost Jason Zucker a couple weeks back to a long-term injury, as well as the Boston Bruins, who could definitely use help on the second line, maybe send back Jake DeBrusk and some other assets for Anthony Mantha. But he would be a solid add for both of those teams as they try to have a cup run.
We're going to certainly keep tabs on what goes on there. This might be something more for the offseason, but something that's definitely going to happen this season is Detroit moving out some of their pending UFAs. Mark Stahl, they got to move, but they're willing to retain salary on. Bobby Ryan's going to command some interest. Jonathan Bernier will be interesting. Glendening too. But you've got a guy that you think could be of interest to a lot of teams.
Yes, Dave. John Merrill would be a great depth add to any blue line for a contender. He's had a really solid season. If you look at his advanced stats, they're really good on a poor team. 20 minutes a night, a $925K salary cap hit. I think that could really be a good 6 or 7 add, again, for a contending team. The other guy I would look at is Luke Glendening, a $1.8 million cap hit, a little bit more pricey than Merrill. Really good in the face-off circle, so maybe teams like Montreal and Toronto, who would need help on the fourth line for a playoff run, might look at Luke Glendening as well.
Yeah, another guy to certainly look at, Jonathan Bernier, the goaltender out in Detroit. Keep tabs on Washington to see if they poke around and try to scoop him up in the next few weeks. This has been Market Rumblings here on the fourth period.